Call it Park Bubba Sparks.
Booty, 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 rockin' everywhere. Booty, booty.
Hey, I don't know what to do.
What's up, YouTube? It's Desi, and I'm back with another video, you guys. So with this video, I'm going to talk about as far as for can you survive off of a medical assistant as a career job. The reason why I wanted to do this video is because I always talk about as far as for the salary on how much you make for this job, when really most people want to know, can you actually survive with the job being, you know, your career. So hopefully this can kind of be good for you guys. Don't forget, you guys, if you could stop what you're doing and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like and comment on this video. Can you survive as a medical assistant for your career job? I would definitely say yes, because when I tell you, they have raised the minimum wage as far as for medical assistants currently, even throughout the COVID-19 situation. So basically, a medical assistant is going to be the health professional that will pretty much help out with either nurses or physicians. Majority of the time, we're working with doctors / physicians. So that's pretty much on how that goes. Now, most people, as far as for to know, what are we entitled to do? So it depends on what specialty you're going to be working in. I have had my experience with OBGYN, family practice, and pain management. So pretty much I feel like, you know, I kind of got a lot more experience than usual. But at the end of the day, basically, it depends on whatever procedure or duties that doctor will have you doing. So basically, when I was working at OBGYN, my job would basically to be to set up pap smears, you know, for the patient and whatnot. Make sure that I have the light positioned the way how the doctor would like it. Make sure that I have out the cotton swab. It was like a clear little thing where they kind of like put the thing right there sometimes. Also, I'll make sure that I pick out the right pick out the right speculum. So basically, they have the metal one or they have the plastic one. That's what they had at the time when I was doing it. Also, I would make sure that I kind of had to just set up certain procedures just for the patient. Also, making sure that I follow with the correct greetings for the patient. So as soon as before the doctor comes in, I will always have to be in there first. So basically, I'll have to have ask certain questions like, okay, so how's everything going for you? And then of course the patient will respond, and I'll say, when was your last menstrual cycle? I'll make sure that I plug that in, and then you know, continue to just ask certain questions. So what is your pain for today out of 1 through 10, with 10 being the worst pain? Those are basically simple things that I will ask when it comes to OBGYN medical assistant. Just basically setting up things, making sure everything is good for the doctor. It was pretty decent. One thing I like about medical assistant, you can sometimes sit down or you can sometimes be on your feet. Now, majority of the time, if you're one of the medical assistants that's going to be doing like all of the clinical work, you're going to be on your feet a lot more often. If you're a medical assistant that's going to be in the front office, you're going to be sitting down for the majority of the time. So I definitely feel like that's good as well too. Family practice was very busy. You range from different types of patients all the time. Majority of the time, I had to make sure I take the vital signs for the patient. That's another thing that you're going to always do as a medical assistant. Take vital signs, whether it's electronically or you'll be using your own stethoscope and blood pressure cuff. I feel like both of the idea of knowing how to do both of them are pretty decent, because at the end of the day, you never know what the situation may be on why you need to, you know, get that information. So that's always good to know. Now with pain management, I learned so much more than out of all the fields that I've been into. I learned that, you know, as far as for dealing with patients with pain pumps, so pain pumps is kind of like a way that you can get your medication administered to you. Most patients had that, so I would have to set up the examination room for the patient for that. Also, the doctor would assist with, I had to help him assist with cortisone injections, also knee injections, trigger point injections, even injections in the back of the neck. It all just varies, but for the most part, once you have everything set up for the doctor, it's a lot more easier for him that way or her that way, and it's a lot more organized. So I feel like that's always good as well too. With medical assistant pay, so pretty much here in Florida, medical assistants usually make up to about $32K a year. Sometimes it can go up higher depending on if you have a degree, so you can get a medical assistant degree if you move forward with going through that way. Most people usually get like an AA degree when it comes to medical assisting. Otherwise, I went to Fortis College, and you just got a certification once you pass the test, so that's pretty much good as well too. And you just get your hands-on experience through externships, so that's how that pretty much works. The average time of becoming a medical assistant, if you want to take the community college way, that's probably like a year and some change. But if you pretty much go to like a technical college that's in your city, that's pretty much about I'll say about 13 months. Basically, it's not that long. For the most part, you'll just do a little bit, like say for instance, you do 70% of schooling and then 30% will be on your externship. So that's kind of how that works. Right now they have raised it up for the medical assistants, like for the most, you could probably get paid up to like $22 an hour, depending on what specialty you can be working for. So most people, say for instance, you're working for a plastic surgeon, you're his medical assistant, he can probably pay you up to $22 to $24 an hour. So I feel like that's good. Also, if you're a travel medical assistant, you can make up to $22 to $24 an hour as well. It just all depends on the type of company you're going to work for, also the contract that you're going to work for. I feel like that's always good. And with medical assistants is growing so much. So usually most people, they want to start off with medical assisting and then they move further on to either nursing or moving on to surgical technicians, or you just never know where your journey will lead you. But I feel like the more information that you know, it can kind of help you out. If you guys have any other questions as far as for this topic, make sure you leave it down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and y'all stay safe. Peace, y'all.